शानदार है ये performance. Well, dhol, kita, the feel of Punjab, the power of Punjabi music is truly magical, and the magic of Amar Singh Chamkila is absolutely eternal. So now let's meet the visionary from Netflix, जिन्होंने चमकीला की चमक को पूरी दुनिया के सामने लाने का सोचा. Yes, you always need that one voice, that one mind to bring it forward. Like every story, apart from the makers, there's always one force, and this is the person I'm about to welcome on stage right away. Please welcome director of original films, Netflix India, Ruchika Kapoor Sheikh.
A wonderful introduction. Thank you for the wonderful playing. Amar Singh Chamkila, the Elvis of Punjab. He has the honor of having the highest record sold ever, and that maybe makes him one of the greatest musicians of our country. But that's not why we're telling his story, or that's not the only reason. In the 1980s, his songs were absolute guilty pleasures. People would say, he's too famous, he's too vulgar, he's too sensational, but he's too popular, all at once. लोग कहते थे बड़े गंदे गंदे गाने गाता है. कुछ लोग खुल के गंदे गाने सुनते थे, कुछ लोग छुप के, लेकिन सुनते सब थे. Life was one big concert for him, until at the age of 27, reality struck. Amar Singh Chamkila is probably the only musician who put his raw passion before everything else in his life, including himself. And just like him, we have a super passionate team behind this. A storyteller director Imtiaz Ali, with incredible original music by A.R. Rahman, voiced by Mohit Chauhan, penned by Irshad Kamil, starring the amazing Parineeti Chopra and the OG GOAT, Diljit Dosanjh. I'll just pretend that cheer was for me in my speech. But we present you today very humbly the trailer of Amar Singh Chamkila. We hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making this film. Thank you, and cue to the trailer, please.
Do so through the power of cinema, which you will see now. And that's why each one of us needs to see it to believe it, that Amar Singh Chamkila जैसा कोई नहीं था और आज भी वो बुलंद है, और ये सब वो कर पाए क्योंकि उनकी और उनकी बीवी अमरजोत की जोड़ी वाकई में अपने आप में एक मिसाल थी. It's such an important part of his life, and that's something that we're going to be talking about further. And आप सब ये सोच रहे हैं कि इतना बोल रही है बट पीछे कुर्सियां लग गई हैं, वो बुला नहीं रही है. यस, जा रही हूँ, बस एक सेकंड. तो चलिए बुलाते हैं उन्हें जिन्होंने अमर सिंह चमकीला और उनकी पत्नी अमरजोत की कहानी को दुनिया के को सुनाने की जिम्मेदारी उठाई. प्लीज जॉइन मी इन वेलकमिंग ऑन स्टेज द पावर हाउस ऑफ टैलेंट एंड एक्ट्रेस who immerses so many successful stories behind you, that you have the opportunity of picking anyone and any story and any true story to tell. Why did you pick the story of Chamkila?
Good morning, everyone. Well, for one thing, Neha, sometimes when you live in cities and in the world of social media, you have this feeling that you are disconnected from a large mass of your country and the world, which lives in villages, which does not consume the same products as you. Sometimes I used to feel that I am getting more and more distant from those people which we call the masses. And what is fascinating about Chamkila is that he was the entertainer of the masses, those people that we often are unable to see actually. So that was very fascinating, that how was this man talking in the language that the masses understand. We all want to learn that language as communicators. But this man knew it. People were crazy about him. People used to fix their weddings, as we were discussing, according to what date was available for him to perform. So I wanted to experience that kind of world and understand what is it that worked. Maybe I can import it in our own work. Firstly that. Secondly, this enigmatic life of a musician who is very popular, challenges the norms of the society, and at the peak of his youth gets killed, has a very violent end. This happens everywhere in the world, unfortunately. And this also is a very enigmatic character. So I also wanted to enter into that mind space and see what happens when Amarjot and Chamkila at 27, being so hugely popular, are also taking chances with their life, and they ultimately have a violent end. I just wanted to get into that enigma.
I mean, there's so many more questions I want to ask you after this answer that you've given us, but I'm going to come back to you, Imtiaz. Rishka, I'm going to come to you for a minute and ask you, what was it like? Like, what was it like in the Netflix boardroom? Wahan pe kya chal raha tha ki, okay, this is it. We're going to say yes to Chamkila because of this reason. I would love to be a fly on the wall at that point and tell me how it went.
I mean, I think the reason that we were very happy that we were a part of the film is sitting right next to me. I mean, all of them. I don't think we've ever watched a film that's got the brilliance of Imtiaz sir with the vibrance of Parineeti and the original. I think between Rahman sir and Diljit, we've pretty much got the entire country covered when it comes to the love for music. So I think just the expanse of this, the fact that I think this is the first time that there's been a biopic of a musician in our country. I think the early 60s there was one, maybe Beju, before that in the 50s. And to think that we're a country where every film has wonderful songs and songs are a part of our storytelling. To be able to tell the story with them, we're just honored and we're just excited. And we are very humbly putting this out, not just to the entire country, but also to the whole world. Because there couldn't have been a more riveting, locally anchored story like Chamkila, which celebrates his highs and also talks about the lows that I think very few people peek into in a film. So we're just excited, and I want to take this opportunity to say thank you, all of you, for giving us this film.
Well, I'm pretty sure they feel the same way because it takes a team. I'm going to come to you. When I say sir, I mean you at all times, sir. I'm not calling Diljit or Imtiaz sir on this table at all. No Pari, sir. But sir, I'm going to come to you. 9 years after, it's been 9 years since the two of you worked together, you and Imtiaz.
Yeah.
And what is it about Imtiaz? Like, he calls you and you can't say no to him. No. So what does Imtiaz Ali say to you on that call?
I think certain directors, you lose the titles.
Sorry, say again?
You lose the titles like director, composer. You become like friends. You become like co-storytellers. I think Imtiaz is one of them. Of course, there's Mani Ratnam, Rakesh Mehra, and so many other. But then Imtiaz is like, we don't deal with, give me a hit song. You never ask for all that stuff. I just listen to the story and say, can we have this? Can we have this? Can we have this? And he has certain things. So sometimes I give him something which is completely not suitable. He still has it in his kitty. And sometimes he comes up with, Irshad comes with beautiful lyrics and we start working on it. In this case, actually, the first question was, why me? Because the Chamkila ji he's already done the music, and it's about the music. What does that take on it was our discussion. And that actually led us to all the songs we've done.
You've
Answer had sounded a piece of music to me. I was overwhelmed and I said, I'm relieved. Because suppose I didn't like it, I would not say to A.R. Rahman that I don't like it. Because
how do you tell somebody who's, A.R. Rahman?
I can find out from the face.
And I thank God that I like it because I'm safe. I'm on the safer side now, And so I told him that. He said, no, but you have a job and I have a job. We must do it also. So I don't know, with Rahman sir, it's like always a discovery. It's not about whether it's working or not. It's more like I can't even imagine where he takes me, even in storytelling, forget about music. So for us, it's more like a journey. It's not like, is this working or not?
For instance, from Rockstar, Phir Se Ud Chala is there. But given that tune to anybody else, they would say, it's very complicated. Let's not have this. He just patiently sat. He got the lyrics from Irshad, patiently sat with Mohit, recorded it. I said, I'm not going to come now. I came after 3 days and we listened to the song. That's what we have. And not only Indians, even Goras, you go abroad, that's the song they vibe a lot.
Well, that's how magic happens. I feel a large part of it is trust and having similarities. Now, speaking of the other part of the magic that is happening on stage right now, and from where I see it and where all of you have seen it, Imtiaz, apart from you, the three leads in the film, there's Parineeti, you have Diljit Dosanjh, and you have A.R. Rahman. I mean, look at you, you did well. So now tell me, how did it come about?
The first person I spoke to was A.R. Rahman.
Why am I not surprised?
We were thinking about who will act in it. The first name that came was Diljit Paji's. But at that time, somehow we were thinking it won't happen, he won't do it. I don't know what was going on. I even remember talking to Angad. Angad also said, why don't you talk to Diljit?
Yeah, I'm hoping that now Diljit recommends Angad for another film.
So then, after some time, I spoke to Diljit. And I thought, pata nahi whether it will happen or not. But when I spoke to him, I thought I'll have a 5-minute conversation. We'll say that we'll fix up a time and then I'll tell you the story, etc. It became, Paji, one hour, aisa lamba gaya. And then the way, what happens with actors is that when you're telling the story to an actor, if you are liking it yourself, then that's the actor you want in the film. The way he listened to the story, I liked the story and I started getting more interested in it. I feel very clearly that without Diljit and without Parineeti, this film could not have been made. And I hope when you watch it, you realize why I say so. Also with Parineeti, she was number one choice. Thankfully, when I met her, she said, I've been waiting for 5 years to do a film where I can sing. I said, this is such a film. She says, I'm on. I said, wow. And then we started realizing, यार इसकी शक्ल भी मिलती है थोड़ी बहुत अमरजोत से. फिर मैंने बोला एक बहुत आसान काम है, अपना समोसे, मलाई, चाट ये सारा खाना शुरू कर दो. You have to gain some 10 kilo weight. And then, but this is not no girl would have done it. No guy would have done it. It's very tough for an actor to put on that much weight. So thank you very much to both of you.